Podcast Network Asia.
You are listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast, where we feature timely and relevant discussions on the Philippine stock market and the economy in the hope of providing you investing and trading guidance. Here's your host.
Hi, investors! This is Anjz with a Z from First Metro Securities. If you're looking for trade ideas or wondering which stocks to watch out for, then you're in the right place. Today on Market Bites, I'll walk you through some highlights from our latest company update on SM Investments Corp. We are maintaining our buy call for SM with target price trimmed to 1,030 pesos. This is to reflect our recent TP adjustment for BDO Unibank Inc. Our revised TP implies a 13.7 times PE on FY25 earnings, below the historical average, and is derived from the average of PE and SOTP valuation methodologies. SM remains a top pick for 2025, driven by macro tailwinds, supporting its retail and banking segments, early signs of recovery in office leasing, and strong mall performance. Its renewed focus on shareholder returns via a 60 billion pesos buyback and higher dividends should support a re-rating for the stock. Let's dive into the key insights from the 1H25 earnings. First, key banking metrics, including loan growth, net interest income, and asset quality, remain intact, with some even surpassing expectations. Second, strong growth within SM malls more than compensated for the weakness in the residential segment. Third, notable positive operating leverage was observed in 2Q25, driven by election-related spending and an adjustment in school opening schedules. This contributed to an EBIT margin expansion of 109 bps for SM Store and 27 bps for food retail. And fourth, we anticipate a potential normalization in 3Q25, primarily due to unfavorable weather conditions and changes in the school opening schedule. So, what would make us more bullish from here? We'd like to see stronger than expected consumer spending, especially in discretionary items. Next, a rebound in residential real estate demand, along with a healthier pace of inventory clearing. Also, an uptick in loan growth and wider net interest margins. And lastly, quicker progress on synergies from the SM Group's reclamation projects in Pasay. Now, on the flip side, there are still risks we're watching. These include a slower than expected economic recovery, particularly in consumer spending, ongoing challenges in the office and residential markets, given the POGO exit and hybrid work shift. And finally, weaker credit growth paired with the risk of higher non-performing loans. Again, that's a buy call for SM at 1,030 pesos target price. And that's it for today's podcast. Don't forget to follow us on our socials for more updates. That's First Metro Securities for our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and FirstMetroSec on TikTok. Thanks for tuning in. Hope this has been helpful.
Thanks for listening to First Metro Securities Philippine Stock Market Weekly podcast. Don't forget to follow us to get first dibs on our new episodes. For more up-to-date market news and info, exclusive content, and the opportunity to connect with your fellow Filipino investors and traders, join facebook.com/groups/FirstMetroSec and be part of the First MetroSec family.
FirstMetroSec is providing this podcast as a general market commentary. Reference to any specific security, product, or entity do not constitute as an offer or a solicitation of an offer to buy or sell any financial instruments or to participate in any particular trading strategy. The statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed by the hosts are subject to change without notice, and FirstMetroSec is under no obligation to update, amend, change, or correct any of the statements, comments, views, or opinions expressed. The statements, comments, views, and opinions expressed by the guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the view of FirstMetroSec. FirstMetroSec disclaims any liability arising from reliance on or reference to any information obtained in this podcast.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.